My quest to find Wilt Chamberlain's storied 100-point ball has taken me all over the country, but so far, I've got just two conflicting eyewitness narratives. So I've made my way to San Francisco to speak with Gary Pomerance,
How are you?
an NBA expert
Nice to meet
who has
you.
interviewed over 150 people about this game.
There are two stories, one from Kerry Ryman and one from Joe Rocklin. I talked with a number of people in Hershey who saw Kerry Ryman that night at the game, ball in hand, running out of the arena. The second story comes from Joe Rocklin. Joe was in the game at the end of this with Will. So Joe tells the story where he gets that ball, brings it back into the Warriors' locker room, and puts it in Wilt's bag. And so then there's the third story.
Wait, there's a third story?
The referee took the ball out of play. The ball was given to Jeff Millman, who was then the ball boy, and then he became the long-term equipment man, takes the ball back to the locker room, puts the ball in Wilt's gear bag, and puts towels on top of it to hide the great treasure.
Up until this moment, I had no idea there was a third version of events. But since it comes from Jeff Millman, the very person responsible for the basketballs on the court, this narrative might hold some weight. I'd definitely like to sit down with Millman myself and hear his version of events, but I'm a little too late for that. Unfortunately, Jeff Millman passed away in 2013. Amazingly, though, his story didn't disappear with him.
This is an interview with Jeff Millman.
Gary recorded an interview with him and has lent me the tape so I can hear Jeff's account myself.
What was your role? Were you the assistant equipment manager in 61, 62?
No, it's just a ball boy.
Well, let's go to that game.
Chamberlain open underneath. Remember when he scored the 100, that the ball went through the net, and the ref caught it. And I remember him handing it to the trainer and said, "This is an historic ball."
You heard him say that?
Yep.
They stopped the game. People are running out on the court.
And he handed it to me and said, "Put this somewhere."
100 points.
So I went in the locker room, and we had these like real large duffel bags in those days, and I put it in Wilt's bag.
So you come back out and tell me what you see. What you
Everyone's on the court, and I remember a couple balls being thrown up in the air.
just tossed as high as you could throw them just
Yeah.
in celebration?
Yep.
Is that right?
I believe we went home with 6, and we went up there with 12.
This really is new information. They were throwing multiple balls on the court, which means numerous people could have handled a ball at the end of the game.
So I never doubted the guy that tried to sell the ball as Wilt's ball.
In what sense?
I never doubted that it could be a ball from the game, but it was not the ball that went through the net for
Yeah.
the 100th point.
28 points in professional basketball.